You wanna know the truth, boy?
What's up?
Being with your mama was the worst mistake I ever made in my life.
Hey, nigga, you better chill the fuck out talking about my mom like that.
Boy, you better back up. Take that bass out your voice.
What's up, man? I ain't scared of your bum ass. Hey,
Oh! Oh, no. Woo-wee.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Sintel with the Intel, and I'm here with the beautiful Mikel-Claire.
I forgot my tissue.
Oh, no, it's the last episode of the season. Why? Why? I need more Bel-Air in my life. Hey, it has been a hell of a ride. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hey, if you're just new, you're catching on this one, we'll have some additional episodes that you can go back and check out. They'll be in the description. Hey, before we get started, make sure you give us those thumbs up. That's how the algorithm knows that you're digging what we give you. All right, so without further ado, the last episode. Let's go. I wonder if anybody's listening to the official podcast.
Oh, I'm sure they have. Thanks, Peacock.
Thanks, Peacock. Put us on the podcast, Peacock.
Here we go. Governor's reception. Art Council celebration. Oh, her art. Beautiful.
Right? Go on out there and be seen, young lady.
Don't like your dress, but I do like your art.
Best qualities
I wonder
here.
who gets to take that home.
Courage.
Whoever pays for it.
Resilience.
I meant in real life.
Thanks, Uncle Phil.
Hey, come on now.
I hope she painted Carlton and the rest of the children.
When you give us an opportunity, huh?
So beautiful.
She does look beautiful, but I just don't like her dress. Love her hair.
That's the girl that was part of her church, right? The other lady that was part of her church? And she was like, we should collab, and maybe not. No, I'm thinking of Hillary, and when she went to the church, and she has to collab with somebody.
Oh, no, that was a young girl.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
an older
totally
lady.
different person, yeah.
Can we get a cheers for Viv?
To Vivi.
He may be. Yeah. Nice little cameo.
Yeah, I think he is.
It's fire.
That's the girl that you were just talking. Yeah, that you were just talking about. Oh,
My love life. Mom boundaries, please.
now let me tell you, I feel like Aunt Viv should have on Hillary's outfit, and Hillary should have on something else. Cause that outfit should be for the star of the show.
Jazz over here glowing.
Jazz over here with his chest out.
Jazz, Ivy.
cousin's friend.
Ivy Jazz.
I mean, nothing's official yet.
No, but I mean that's her friend too.
I don't know. Maybe.
Uh-oh.
Is that
Uh-oh.
what's her face? Chris Brown's old girlfriend?
I could not tell you who that is.
Karuche?
Oh.
Kind of looks like her a little bit.
Hey!
Hashtag
Look at her looking like a Mennonite.
Absolutely not. You know, I don't really get that.
She looks very nice and wholesome. She look like she churned butter when they get done with all of this.
Yeah, she... Aunt Viv better have painted them. That's all I'm saying right now.
Maybe they were already bought. Uh-oh.
Hey, Reverend Lamont.
Oh, we got the ascot.
Henry.
Yamacron!
Could have got him in a lot of trouble.
No other choice.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he was trying to protect his
What
family.
was I supposed to do?
You just don't get it.
Lisa.
You still didn't have to sleep with her then if you could try to
No, I
protect
agree with
his
you on that.
family.
No, I feel you on that.
Yeah,
I feel you.
yeah.
Bro, then just tell her anyway. If you get curved, you get curved. I get curved all the time. At least you know you gave it a shot.
Shoot your shot.
Oh, they got scallops? I ain't never had a scallop.
You ain't had no scallop.
Why can't you just accept the fact that this is over?
Because
Because
I
I
love you.
love you. How did I know?
I love you.
Boo.
That's
You're 12, Will.
I can't let you walk away without knowing that.
Let this man fight for it.
Well, we can't do this now. We're here, but you should know that we'll talk tomorrow.
Lisa.
Oh, no, don't leave it like that. What do you...
It's
No!
Not, no, but it's not. That's not the right place or time.
No,
It's not the right place or time.
Now he gonna be thinking about it the whole time. His entire night's ruined.
Good. Her whole life was ruined when he lied.
Wife?
Hey, real talk?
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Yes! I am a genius. I'm a genius.
Okay, so Ivy's post at my mom's gala got her followed by Edward Inningful and Aurora James.
Oh, that's great. Am I supposed to know who the fuck those people are?
I was like, who?
Just like you got my record store up to 5,000 followers.
I love how proud you are of such a small number.
Okay.
Hey!
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I be with Hillary? Oh, come on. I seen y'all at the reception. You ain't fooling me. Come on, put it on. Well, he knows, so.
I heard a couple F1 teams are in town training for Grand Prix West.
Wait, like we're gonna go watch time trials?
Better. I called in a couple favors and arranged for each of us to get some time on the track.
What? Word?
We can leave when you get back from the gym.
Great.
Something's gonna happen.
Nice.
Something's gonna happen.
Oh, no, I don't want
already
him that to
know.
happen. I want him to be able to kick it with his pops.
Something's gonna happen. You know this already. When I get back from the gym, something's gonna happen. Ooh, cheesy eggs.
And Uncle Phil was not happy about it.
So you think Dad fired Jeffrey?
Okay, no, stop, no. What could Jeffrey possibly have found that would cause him to leave?
I don't know. I didn't read
Let's
the
go
info
look in the
before I
envelope.
gave it to Uncle
Right?
Phil, so.
Ashley has more roles now, more lines. more
Hashtag
scenes.
free Ashley.
Yay! It is only the season finale.
Yeah, that's true.
Helping artists such as yourself.
Why does he talk like that? Helping artists like this helps me
He's got this
talk in these harsh
Batman,
tones.
the Batman voice.
I am black man.
Yeah.
Help other artists of color to get the same opportunity.
Work with you. You done bumped your head.
Phil and I have moved past all of his initial objections
No, you
to me
haven't.
working with you.
No, you haven't.
So anyway, what do you think?
The answer is no.
He's trying to be respectful. That's what's like incredible. He's trying.
Glad we could continue last night's conversation. You know, I'm on my way to basketball practice. But, call me back. Please.
Something is gonna happen.
I'm
Obviously.
guessing she's pregos.
Oh, didn't think about that.
That's what I'm guessing.
Didn't think about that. Let's meet at 3 p.m. AMP coffee shop. Ticking time bomb. Wonder if it's like her dad on her phone or something. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
coming up with all kinds of conspiracy theories. Oh, it's Lou.
Who's Lou?
Is it?
I know who Lou is, but I'm
Oh, I
trying to see
think
the
I know
face.
who that is. Oh.
Ben, Phil?
I wasn't expecting that.
No.
What the hell are you doing here?
Huh.
I heard my son ask for me.
Wasn't expecting that at all.
Huh. Okay, well, let's see how that works.
How bad my son wanted to see me. I hopped on the next plane. Figured I might be able to do some good, you
It
know?
is.
We
Got
both
the
know you
albums?
could have done that 3 years ago when you got out of prison.
Oh, okay.
Oh, prison. Okay.
I ain't got nothing to show for it. And then your man Jeremy,
Jeffrey.
whatever his damn name is, he shows up and he tells me my son needs me. He says you're against it.
Wow.
Dang, he spilled all the beans, huh?
Didn't know that part. No.
I ain't the same man you used to know, Phil.
Man, what did you do?
Well, the thing is he probably money stuff, right? Taking advantage. Maybe some sort of
We don't.
People change. Isn't that the reason why you ran for DA? To give people a second chance who made a mistake? And I mean, he's always maintained his innocence.
Yeah, well, I was his lawyer, and trust me, he wasn't.
you can't say that.
Huh.
You can't say that.
It's his wife.
I love how everybody. Oh, never mind. I'm so frustrated right now. Everybody knows what he needs and wants and to this and that. He just needs to have a conversation, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I see court papers. What did Marlon do? Just kidding.
Prison.
Look, I think the best thing that we can do is offer you a chance to come back out.
I keep expecting it to be like
Me
this super
too.
crazy
Me
big
too.
thing.
Just
But,
make sure that Will can handle me.
Me too.
but for what? I mean, what did you go to
That's
prison
what
for?
we don't
Right.
know.
That's why I didn't want you to track down some sort of Reached out to you all these years when he was in prison, but didn't.
He doesn't know that though. Like maybe they
I didn't want him to
moved.
hurt
Maybe he
you
didn't
when
know
you
the
went on
address. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody knows. I hope we know by the end of the episode. Well, there goes his date with Lisa at 3 p.m.
Oh, yeah, that's a wash.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, the timing on that is terrible.
He's calling her right now. Oh, no, it's calling his mom. Good.
Oh, this
Good.
is going to be...
What's up?
My dad is here.
What? How?
I mean, it's my fault, actually. I didn't know he would come, but
Wow.
I'm the reason he's here.
Oh, God.
Excuse me.
Look, I don't know if you changed for the better or not. But while you're with Will, I need you to act like you are father of the year. I need you to tell him.
I feel that. I'm like, yo, I'm going to act towards my son the way I'm going to act towards my son.
Yeah, I got you. I see you still got that West Philly in you.
Don't you forget it.
Born and raised.
Oh,
here we go.
13 years since I've seen or heard from you. What you got to say for yourself?
That's a good question. All right.
What about what I needed? Man, you don't know how bad that shit fucked up my head. Sometimes imagining you with another family and happy. Other times, imagining you dead. Shit, you probably would have been better off that way.
I know you're angry.
One tear.
What time did it say?
Oh, I didn't see the time. I was looking at the texts again. I'm sure it's well after 3, though. I'm sure of that.
Floor seats. One of my partners, he works security, so he got us in the locker room for a second.
Yo, that's right, because we had snuck in that joint.
Yeah, and then your little ass started wandering off while I was trying to get Iverson's autograph. Wanna know the truth, boy?
What's up?
Being with your mama was the worst mistake I ever made in my life.
Nigga, you better chill the fuck out talking about my mom like that.
Boy, you better back up. Take that bass out your voice.
What's up, man? I ain't scared of your bum ass. Hey,
Oh! Oh, no. Ooh-wee.
How about you take your fucking bum ass and get the fuck up out of here? I don't ever want to see you again. You go find a dish and you fucking lay in it. Because I don't need you. Bitch ass nigga.
Ooh-wee. Never seen Will cuss like that before.
I don't know. You just gotta give him a little time.
I came here to make things right for that boy. But he made his choice. Now he's gonna be the one that has to live with the consequences, not me.
No, it don't go that way when you're a father.
He doesn't know how to be a father.
That's true.
Where is he going? Home, maybe? I don't know where he's going. I don't know what he's doing. Enter Lisa or Carlton? Which one? Carlton.
What I gotta do is right for me.
At least
Will.
Ashley was there for the
Will.
goodbyes.
Will!
She wasn't like left in the game room or anything.
Yeah.
He's the only one who can trust.
It's our car.
I know.
Okay, have you been able to get in touch with Jeffrey?
No.
It's been 3 hours.
Well, unless we
don't wanna
report
talk
Will
to
is
you?
missing, we're
I'm
stuck
guessing
at the moment.
Carlton snuck one of those little, like, Apple
Tags?
tracking devices, one of them
Yeah, Apple
tags.
tags.
Yeah.
No idea.
Wow.
Hopefully we'll hear back soon.
Ugh. Oh.
Man, Uncle Phil is just digging
fine.
deeper.
You should answer it. Maybe she's heard something.
Wee.
Dad, we know about Jeffrey.
Yeah. Yeah, you made that bed, man.
And you just lied to your son.
Very bad. That boy ran out of here with tears in his eyes. We're trying to find him now.
Find him now. What you mean he left and you just let him go?
Oh my gosh.
Doing here, Carlton?
Hey, I need you to help me find Will. He's gone missing.
Missing.
Yeah, he left a few hours ago, and no one knows where he is.
He stood me up today, Carlton.
Look.
After he told me he loved me, he stood me
doesn't
up.
know.
I
She
know.
doesn't know.
I know that. I know that. Jazz or Jeffrey?
Jazz.
It's like nobody wants me.
I didn't really get that from that, but I mean...
But it's possible. Now, this whole moment right now, man. It's all you, Will.
Big facts. What you gonna do with it, man?
Ain't this what they've been waiting for?
Tell him, Meek.
You ready? I used to pray for times like this.
It's gonna end right now. Why is it ending like that?
Yo! Woo! That Nightmares and Dreams came on and I had chills.
I'm so angry right now that it's over.
Okay, man, there's a lot to unpack here.
Yes.
All right, so that was the season finale. It seems like it's going to end with some questions regarding what Will's going to do. Everybody showed, their soft little underbelly today regarding, where they stand when it comes to Will, when it came to Uncle Phil, when it came to Aunt Viv, the lies that's been kind of held and everything blowing up. The white envelope got exposed. Everything just went all over the damn place.
Wow.
I'm over here stuck in a mountain of emotions.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
So it was good.
Take a breath.
It was good. It was really good.
Woosah, as they like to say.
How'd you feel about it?
It was intense. It was very intense. I guess the big thing is Will and his dad. I guess that's the biggest thing, right? I mean, okay, so I expected the first conversation that they had to go something like that. I didn't expect them to put hands on him. But I did expect the conversation to go like that because there's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of anger, unresolved. They don't know how to communicate with each other. They don't know how to be a son to a dad and a dad to a son, or dad period, right? So, of course all of that hurt is going to blow up because it's been building over 13 years and they haven't had any conversation. They don't know how to communicate the pain, the hurt, everything that they're dealing with, how to explain all of this and that. And, when you talk about somebody's mama, I knew that wasn't going to go over well because that's his mama, regardless of what, right? So I understood the anger that he had about him talking about his mom. I do get that. So that's my opinion of that conversation because I know there's so many other things to talk about. So I'll get your opinion on that before we go on to like another aspect of this whole intense thing.
Yeah. First up, big huge shout out to Marlon Reigns.
Yes. Killed it.
Yeah,
killed it.
Absolutely. Because Marlon's got range.
But we know him as in his comedic roles.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's known more for his comedic roles. He's known more for just being off the cuff, spontaneous, clowning kind of thing. But as soon as he showed up, you could see it in his eyes from the time they opened the door.
Beautiful.
You could see it right then and there. And the growth of just the maturity of just age and stage of his career and just him, it sits well on him. It sits well. I try, as we're getting introduced into Marlon, and I'm like, there was a disconnect because a part of me didn't want to give Marlon a chance. The actor, a part of me for a moment didn't want to give Marlon a chance to play this role. I had some resistance, but that kind of melted away after after that first conversation that he had with Uncle Phil, and I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. And that moment of me being taken out of the moment, it was just, I was in it. I was all in, and I'm like, okay, let me see who this man is and what is it about him that is just so horrible. And a part of me wanted it to be like this big crazy thing, like he's wanted a murder, or maybe he did some inappropriate things with, I don't know, with adolescents or kids or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I thought it was gonna be like this absolutely despicable, horrible act, something that is completely and absolutely unforgivable. And it wasn't that, but it was still bad. But what made it bad is in the context of a man who's had a history of a cycle that's being repeated over and over again, and him being a victim of that cycle and him not wanting to put that on his own son. That hit really hard. And it hit in an emotional space of sorrow, and I'm angry with Will and all of that. But then there was a part of me that's just like, damn, you just really caught in this. You caught in this vicious cycle. And the hurt that came from that, I think, is probably would have been way stronger had it been like this horrific thing. You know, so I'm glad that was the choice instead of it being the horrific thing.
Yeah.
And then Marlon delivered. And I loved how it was a bit of a back and forth in the beginning initially, right? And then they set us up because there's a moment where they're talking about the game and this, that, and third, and then it starts to unravel. And that's the other part of the roller coaster that we had in this particular scene. And it was good. And you could see the hurt. You could see the hurt on both faces. Somebody who's maybe trying to get redemption, maybe he is trying to hustle on the side, maybe he is trying to take an opportunity for selfish reasons. I don't know, but the pain was real. The pain was the truth. So that to me was an amazing scene. I'm more surprised by Marlon Wayne than I am by the actor that plays Will. I'm not taking anything away from Will. Will did an excellent, the actor that's playing Will did an excellent job, but I just wasn't expecting Marlon Wayne in that capacity. Marlon Wayans in that capacity.
No, I get it. I agree wholeheartedly. He was amazing. I've never seen him in a dramatic role like that, and it was so believable.
Yeah.
And I just was in it.
Yeah.
I was in it.
All right, let's change gears a little bit. All right, so we're dealing with Hillary, and Hillary's making moves, and she's trying to figure out how in the world she's been saddlebagged with all of this debt due to her leaving 50 stacks due to her leaving a situation that she put herself into, and because she's a young woman learning, and you're gonna catch L's, and she got some L's.
50K, yeah.
50K worth, but instead of asking Daddy to come and fix it and save it because she knows he would, and we know as the audience he would as well, she decides to handle it on her own with a little bit of advice from Jazz. How did that all unfold?
I think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea actually because she's trying to figure out how to pivot to make everybody, like you said, everybody win, right?
Right.
Giving value to somebody else so that she can get value and everybody can win together and come up in the industry that they're trying to come up in, right? So I love that. I think it's the fact that she took that idea, was brave enough to present it to her new influencer friend, and the way that she presented it, and for her influencer friend to say, "Oh, I see the angles,
right,
and I think it's a good idea, and we'll see what we can do. Let me talk to my accountant." So I respect the fact that she wasn't trying to hide. I mean, she did present it in a way that was like, this is what it could be, and, everybody could benefit. But the other person saw the angle. So I appreciate that, and that they were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, but it's still a good idea. Maybe, we gonna buy this." Yeah. So I loved the fact that she didn't go to her dad or her mom and try to get the money, even though 50K is a lot of money.
It's a lot of dough.
So, but I'm like, hey, and she did use the credit card. She was like,
burning up the motel expenses.
Yeah, with Jazz. Yeah, but anyway, but no, I respect her trying to do it for herself.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I liked how it showed. At first, okay. Back up. At first, I thought Hillary might try to, maybe see an angle and maybe not tell the whole story. I was like, well, she might go about it that way. But then, the other young lady who's smart and savvy on her own, because she's been in the game for a minute, she's like, well, I see the angle that you're coming for. You want me to pay off your debt. And she was like, yeah. Okay, well, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about how this can really benefit. I liked that.
Yeah.
Because it could have easily been, you tried to take advantage of me and this, that, and the third, and it blew up into something else, and it didn't. And it was like, okay, I think we can maybe possibly make this work. All right, so I got one more question regarding the growth of Carlton.
Oh, Carlton.
All right. Carlton came in like I could kick sand in his face. I was so disgusted with him. Then we figured out that he was going through something, and then I felt bad for him. I realized he's going through something, and then when he comes around, he's a part of the family. He's trying to help Will out, and then he absolutely shows a whole other new side to us yet again. How are you feeling about that?
Oh my gosh, I can't lie. Okay, I was the first to despise Carlton.
I was right there with you.
I mean, I was like, no, I don't like you. I don't like nothing that you're doing. I don't. But here's the thing that I've realized. First of all, I should have given him a chance. Let's just be real. I don't know what my hesitancy was for that in the beginning. But I realized, like, everybody has a story. Everybody has a background. Not just Will, coming from, a single parent home in Philly and West Philadelphia, getting arrested and all this stuff. Like, Carlton has his own backstory, his own history that's gotten to him to where he is and who he is today. And I think that because I was so caught up in Will, it was hard for me to understand that Carlton also has layers and has things that he's dealt with that have made him who he is. And, and I just... Yeah, I felt for him in his vulnerable moment with Lisa. Still not a fan of Lisa, but we'll get to that later. But I felt for him. Like, he needs Will in a way that I don't think he realized. And that just tore me apart.
Yeah. I couldn't stand Carlton, and I'll be the first to say it, but that's also a testament to the writing as well, because I think it was written to be that way. We weren't supposed to come off and liking him. He was an asshole, and he maintained being an asshole for a few episodes to the point where I was like, am I ever gonna like this dude?
It was a good half of the season.
Yeah. But that's also a testament to the actor too. I don't know the actor's name right now. But he did a very good job of making me despise even seeing him on the screen, to the point to having empathy, to forgiving him, to loving him, and to rooting him on to try to help him out. I think his performance in Bel-Air is understated. I think he was a big piece of the foundation of why this show is good.
I agree with that.
And that relationship that he has with Will is that whole dynamic of how it comes together and how volatile it is and how it's just fun and and interesting, and it's just really well done. I wish and I hope that maybe #FreeAshley we can get some kind of depth for her as well. I mean, I know it's been our running joke, Free Ashley, but it's a shame because so many people had so much growth from the time that we saw him until the end of the season, and then Ashley's just kind of just there again in her I'm about to churn butter dress.
You're right.
We even had growth with Aunt Viv regarding her aunt. No, excuse me, her aunt, her art.
Oh.
Regarding her art, her sister, the relationship that she has with her husband, the relationship that she has with Will, and finding herself. She's had a lot of growth, and then we get a chance to see her meet Michael Ealy's character yet again. How are we feeling about that?
Well, see, and the thing is, like, I guess I don't really see... I see some growth in her relationship with her sister, some. Okay. But I don't see all the growth that I feel like that you see in all of the things that you just said. Yes, is she growing enough to realize that, she's still interested in pursuing her passion and actually... And here's the thing, though, because even though she's pursuing it now, had her husband not dropped out of the DA race, would she have still pursued it? So, I mean, there's still that whole question, you know what I mean?
That's true.
So I love Aunt Viv. I think that she has good intentions, except with the art guy. I just don't, I don't understand that relationship. I just don't. But, yeah. So anyway, I say all this to say, Carlton has grown a lot. I love it. And the other thing about Aunt Viv, before we move on to something else, or before you tell me what you think, why she only paint Will? I don't understand.
He's the star of the show.
I don't understand it. I had a Carlton moment in that moment. I was like, why hell you only paint Will up in this piece, and I'm your son? I had a problem with that. But anyway, I digress.
No. It is funny. It's funny for jokes. It's definitely funny for jokes. It's like, you just don't care about none of these other kids. But I'm sure there's somewhere else. It was a big gallery. I'm sure someplace else there are probably some pictures of the rest of the fam someplace else.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance. My only big disappointment in this season is that we didn't get a chance to see Jeffrey. Yeah. But Jeffrey, he was like, if I'm gonna leave, then I'm gonna just air it all out. Air all this out.
Yeah.
Because he is a man of conviction.
Yeah.
He's a man of principle. He's a man of pride.
Yes.
So when he left, he's like, okay, well, let me make sure I get this off of my chest because I'm not about to carry this.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna fire, you can fire me, fine, whatever. But
I'm gonna go tell Lou.
My spirit's gonna be all right. So he went out and told Lou everything. Everything. Lou shut up, like, where is my son?
But you know what though? Here's the thing.
No.
Does that make you have a greater level of respect for Lou for showing up like that when he found out that his son wanted to see him?
Well, see, that's the thing that's challenging about that role and that character and us as the viewer.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Yeah.
He did show up. Regardless how you feel, he
Yeah.
did show up. We don't really know the why.
No, not yet.
And it seems on the surface like it's a good reason, but then
Mm-hmm.
Will called him out. He's like, yo, if he would have even reached out to you, would you be here right now? And that was a very big question. Would you be here? You acting like you care, but he took somebody out. Took somebody to come and get you and tell you that I was looking for you to come out here. And you couldn't answer that question.
Well, because the thing is, there's something behind that too, though, because he didn't know. First of all, we don't know what if he knew what the family told Will about the whole situation. Right? He knows that he didn't share with him that he was in prison and his why behind it.
Right.
But he doesn't know what everyone else is telling, you know what I mean? And so the thing is, I'm sure that he wasn't sure how Will felt if he wanted to see him. And for him to assume that he could just come and impose, I mean, because I've seen it in situations where people are adopted. I've seen it in situations where, you know, people haven't been raised with their biological parent. So it's hard to assume what the other person is feeling, and to assume that they want to have a relationship with you, and to just, you know, act on that. It takes a lot of courage.
Yeah. I think at face value, it seems like he has good intentions.
At face value,
Yeah. But I think what makes Lou dangerous is that it appears that he may give you something face value, but it has other intentions behind it, such as robbing an old man. Regardless of the fact of his old lady pestering him in order to make the money, you still made that decision to rob somebody.
As far as we know.
Yeah, as far as we know.
Yeah.
So he can come here with a bit of a holier than thou. You don't get the whole plan. You haven't seen or know the full backstory, but there's a lot of the facts that are written in black and white that is in that envelope. Sure, there's stories to each one of those facts, but that is the only thing that we do know that is true is the court documents.
Well, here's the thing though. Is he not a black man?
Yeah.
Was he not a black man in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
So we don't know.
Is the justice system absolutely corrupt and messed up and all? Yeah, absolutely. None of that is untrue.
Yeah, so the black and white isn't always so black and white in court documents.
But it's the only thing you have if you're Will to go off of.
Your mom?
And his mom was like, no, you're not. We're gonna hide you from him.
No, I mean, I'm talking about if they have the conversation now, if they would have had a conversation now.
Everybody that Will loves and trusts is telling him he's no good.
No, yeah, that's true.
Including the court documentations. So what else is he supposed to go off of?
So that court documentation, because Will's been arrested too now.
Yeah.
Okay, so those court documents saying that
the court documents isn't the end all be all to justify if he's good or bad. But I'm saying everything is stacked against him. Everything is stacked against his father.
Yes.
Against.
Okay.
So it's like where are we trying to pull anything that can counter that? Where's the evidence that can counter that?
Okay, well, if you think about it that way, then what does Lisa have to say that Will is a good guy?
I'm sorry, say that again?
If we're saying because he was arrested and there's documents and everybody's saying all this stuff, what does Lisa have for Will to say that he's a good guy when she has proof that he's been arrested and been in jail and fired?
Experience. She's been with him.
Yeah, but
that's the first time he's seen his dad in 13 years. She was just with him.
Right.
She was just Will yesterday.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I'm saying that it's difficult to find empathy and sympathy for the man when there's so much stacked against him. But that's what makes that scene so dope to me, is that he sells it just with his presence and him being there and trying to explain it.
Yeah.
But it has been implied throughout the show that he's a hustler. That's what hustlers do. They manipulate.
Yeah, but that's the only story we've known.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. Oh
it's the only story we have to go on.
I know, you're right.
No, it's not about being right or wrong. It's just, it's just trying to figure out and just looking at underneath these layers that's been presented to us.
Yes. What did you think about the conversation with Jazz and Will at the end?
To me, Jazz turned into a bit of like the soothsayer for the series.
For everybody.
Right? You know, he's like the wise old man, which is pretty counter to what we saw in the original series. So I think that he is the voice of reason and that Will should listen to him. And it's like, he's not saying that you're right or wrong. He's saying there's a place where you're loved and you have the choice to go back. You could go back home and walk down this whole brand new path on your own. But you standing right here in this moment, looking at this beautiful city, you have all the power to point wherever your destiny is going to be, wherever the trajectory is that you want. You can control this. I think he was trying to tell Will that because Will feels powerless right now. He feels like he's not in control. All the people that love him have lied to him. He feels that everybody kind of like maybe passes the buck on him, and that he has nobody to help him navigate through this. And Jazz came through and was like, nah, man, you got all the power, all of it. Look in front of you. It's that Tony Montana moment, and it's like the world is yours. You know, and I thought that was just a dope homie moment.
Well, I thought it was interesting too because first of all, you know, at 17 years old, you're still trying to figure out so many different things. Let's be real.
Yes.
And that's just another thing that he's got to try to figure out, right? Like what kind of relationship he wants to have, if any, with this man who just showed up and put hands on and cussed out, and y'all calling each other this and that and expletive. And I was like, oh my. But anyway, so yeah, I just, you know, he's coming. It's like he's becoming a man, right?
Yes.
He's becoming a man in a situation where he didn't have the best example. Well, he had no example.
Right.
So it's hard for him to navigate. And so Jazz is like, yo, you know, regardless, you still have a support system. Which I thought was interesting because apparently, well, from what we've seen, we know nothing of Jazz's support system. We know that he has...
his grandfather.
Well, and his grandfather passed, and that's how he has the record store. So he may be speaking from a person who is extremely isolated and like, yo, you have all of these people that are trying to support you and you can talk to and help you like navigate this. It's up to you. What do you want? And that's what I think a lot of people miss because we're so focused on, you know, trying to be something for other people that we don't understand what it is that we want. And then everything else, you know, becomes all these distractions. Right. So I loved the scene with him and Jazz. I'm sad that it ended that way because I'm like, dang, what do you want, Will? But no, I loved the episode. I thought it was, you know, we were quiet a lot through the episode because it was very intense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I feel like there's something else that happened that we didn't talk about.
Oh, I know.
Lisa? Is that what we're talking about?
I mean, if you want to,
no, I want to talk about Lisa. What were you going to say?
Well, I got a really big thing that we could talk about. It's a really big elephant in the room, and we're only going to have a very quick moment with it. And that is this episode right here seems to deal with family, defending family, maybe making hasty decisions at the wrong time, forgiveness, and, you know, maybe what are you going to do next? It's very coincidental that the creator of this show, Will Smith, put himself into a situation where some people feel he was defending his family, other people feel that he made a mistake and bullied somebody on stage. Regardless of that, do you feel any kind of maybe correlation in what is going on with the real creator of this show and the family of Bel-Air?
I mean, that's a very good question because I don't think he's the writer.
No, the creator.
Yeah, but he's not. But I'm just saying, so...
The showrunner.
Yeah, so I'm just saying if there's a correlation between what's happening in the show and real life events, I don't know how related it would be if he's not writing it. You know what I'm saying? So
and let's be clear. I am absolutely trying to pull a needle out of this big, gigantic haystack.
I know.
This is just more just for fun.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, family is family. Family comes first.
Right.
And when that's the case, sometimes we make good decisions. Sometimes we make decisions that we feel are good. Sometimes we make decisions that not everybody else agrees with. But when it comes to our family, however we choose to defend our family is how we choose to defend our family.
Fair enough.
And that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes in order to defend family or protect yourself from family, sometimes, you know, rash decisions are made. And those rash decisions can be good, and they could be bad, and they could be justified, and they could be horrible ideas. All of that can exist in the same space. But in the correlation with the family in Bel-Air, we hope that the family comes together and is able to heal those wounds and whatever the consequences of those actions. And I hope in the real world that the Smiths can figure out a way to make amends within their family and the family of Hollywood itself and the family of all of the connections that surround, Will's sphere of influence. So I have no idea how that's going to end in Bel-Air, and I certainly have no idea how that's going to end in the real world, but it is just interesting to see.
Yeah,
a family
no
kind of
ending,
relation kind of thing.
no ending, just a beginning and figuring some
just
stuff
keep
out.
moving.
Yeah.
Hey, you all let us know. I know this one was a little bit more long-winded, but it was the season finale. What do you expect? I mean, we're going to actually sit there and talk about it. Will you be tuning in for season 2?
Is there a season 2?
I mean, we don't know just yet.
Well, depends on what happens in the real world.
That's what I'm saying. It could depend on what happens in the real world. Huh? We don't know these things.
Oh, but if there's a season 2, I'm in it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in it to win it.
Yeah,
I'm there
absolutely.
for every ounce of it. Next season, I'm gonna have my own crown to wear.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Hey, let us know how you felt about the growth of all of these characters. Which were the relationships that you enjoyed the most? What expectations did it meet? What expectations did it miss? What are you looking forward to next season? This is the last one, so lay it all out there. Let's have a cool little conversation. Hey, this is your boy Sitel with the Intel. I'm here with the beautiful Mikel-Claire.
It's over.
It's done. Wrap it up. Hey, so if you've been enjoying this ride, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and click that subscription button. Do that right now. Do that thing. And of course, give us those thumbs up. That's how the algorithm knows you're digging what we're giving. Hey, this has been an incredible journey. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We out of here. All right.